Hi guys, Archibald Chesterfield III back in the saddle making paid reviews. Today I'm doing paid review 20MH2. 20MH2. And this one here is from, does he tell me to use his name? I don't know. Yes, I think it's Brian. Okay, let's do a quick wristwatch check. I'm wearing the Patek 6006. Love this Calatrava. Yes, this is the quirkiest Calatrava, the biggest, 39 mil. Uses the 240 micro rotor, and I love it. Okay, here we go. Hello, Arch. I thoroughly enjoy your channel and most of what you post. I figure at least I could do is, I'll just get my ruler, my eyesight, here we go, get a paid review to keep you on the YouTube. A man cannot afford to pay for play on Google Ads alone, so I've sent you $150 via PayPal. I have recently caught the watch bug and have spent the past year curating my collection. I'm middle management and my wife earns a respectable salary as a registered nurse manager. Yes, sir! I gotta tell you, I'm trying to patch things up with my ex-wife. Good jobs are a very good thing to have. Nurse manager, they are healthcare in this coronavirus times. That's a license to print money. We've been married 17 years and no kids. When we were 24, and we decided to go child-free, I hurried up and got a vasectomy. Before anyone could change their mind, I spent 7 years in the Navy and used military benefits to pay for a bachelor's degree, taking evening classes after work. My wife worked all through nursing school and did the same evening program to earn her bachelor's while working as an RN. We have a decent amount of equity in our primary home and a solid retirement portfolio for our age. We still own the first home we purchased early in our marriage and use it as an income-generating rental property. Well done! Capitalism at its finest. The hard work and smart decisions of our 20s and early 30s made it easy enough for me to put away the cash for a decent and modest collection. I wanted pieces that were quality and presented good value for the asking. I was especially careful not to pick anything that could be perceived as ostentatious by an uninformed observer. Where I come from, people think a Rolex costs $1 million, and I just don't feel like having that conversation. I'll share a quick story to prove the point that you may find amusing. An old friend of mine moved to Florida and works there as a construction manager. He was the project manager building a new service center for AP. When he went to the initial meeting with the customer, he asked them what AP does. They responded, "We manufacture luxury timepieces." He said, "Oh, you mean like Rolex?" And the AP guy gave him a shitty look and said, No, not like Rolex." He called me that night and we had a great laugh when I explained to him that he wasn't exactly paying them a compliment with the comparison. Then he got serious and said anyone who would spend that much money on a watch when they could buy a new pickup truck instead must be a real asshole. Yes. Anyway, here is the collection in chronological order of purchase. Number 1, Oris Aquis date 34.5 mil. Purchased new from the AD on a stainless steel bracelet for $1,400. Yes, sirree. That's actually, I must tell you, I've got a soft spot for Oris. I mean, they've moved into this stupidity where they're trying to do expensive things, which I don't quite get. But I gotta be honest with you, the cheaper Orises are good. I have since moved it to the Oris rubber plantation strap because it's more comfortable for the type of scenarios I wear the watch in. I know you don't love the watch, Arch, but I think this is a true discount diver and a great introduction to real watches. Yes, it is. When I purchased it, my views on the hobby changed and it stopped me from going down the path of the shitter. After I wore it a few days, I knew I would never be happy with a collection of Seiko and the like. I ditched my other cheap watches and decided to focus on quality pieces. This is predominantly worn on days that I'll be spending time in the utility space at work or when I'm riding one of my motorcycles. My true passion. I've read conflicting reports on whether the motorcycle will damage an automatic movement as long as you don't come off. But most people seem to agree at a minimum it will shorten the service interviews. It's very easy to find places to service the Solita movement in this thing, and it isn't very pricey to have the work done. As such, it now fills a nice role. Yes, it's your beater. Number 2, Omega Moonwatch, man on the moon with the big fuck off box and house of light. Yes, sir. This is a great watch. Purchased new from an AD for $4,200. Ooh, a little bit high. This price included an Omega leather NATO. Well, not too bad. On top of the strap that comes with the kit, and 2 additional bracelet links for my 9-inch wrist. Shit. You introduced me to this watch, Arch, and I can't thank you enough. It really is a do-all piece. I think the only legitimate complaint about the Moonwatch is that a tad large for dressier occasions. Okay. But on my large wrist, it really shrinks and looks elegant enough for the purpose. I timed the purchase of this watch to coincide with the day we purchased our new home. I like the idea of commemorating a milestone. You betcha. With a chronograph purchase. At the time of purchase, I intended this to essentially be a one-watch collection for a long time, supplementing my Oris for those times I need a beater. But sometimes plans change. Number 3, Tudor GMT on a stainless bracelet. Purchased used from my Omega dealer with box, but no papers. That's okay. $2,900 US. Hey, this is Tudor Pepsi GMT. That's $2,900, man. The dealer also gave me a $70 credit to order an extra link directly from Tudor since he doesn't deal with their brand. This purchase was a bit of an accident. That's a great watch. I love the Tudor. When I bought my Moonwatch, they only had the sapphire version in stock. Sapphire version. So they had to order me the Halcyon, or the Moonwatch. Sorry, they had to order this is talking about his Moonwatch. When I bought my Moonwatch, they only had the sapphire. They had to order. Okay. When I went back to pick it up, the dealer jokingly asked what I was going to buy next. I told him a GMT would be my next logical piece for the collection. He told me to wait right there and then. Ran to the back. He came out with a Tudor and told me someone traded it in this morning to buy his wife a used Rolex. Ooh, what a dumb move. Well, maybe not. It hadn't even made it into the case yet. When he said the price was $29, I became very interested. Put it on credit card! That's what I would do. I was very concerned about buying this particular model used without papers. No, don't worry about that. Because I knew some of them had issues with the date hanging up. But I took the chance because of the lower price. He did provide me with the name of the gentleman who traded it in and what AD he bought it from. He said the man was a very good customer of him, so he had every confidence the information he provided. I went to the AD and told them I purchased the watch from that guy and that I wanted to order an extra link for it. They confirmed, in fact, he did purchase it and even printed me a copy of the sales receipt with his personal information blacked out. I now had the watch box and kind of papers. Yes, of course, that's fine. Sort of papers. Well, 3 days later, the date hung up and I feared. I returned it to the AD for service. It took 15 weeks. Don't worry, it'll be fine. It took 15 weeks, but I finally got it back with service papers from Rolex, all in my name, and more importantly, functioning properly. I have no intention of selling this piece, but it is nice to know that I have plenty of documentation now proving the authenticity of the watch, and I think my price was a bargain. Yes, sir, indeed. Number four, Omega Seamaster Diver 300, purchased new from AD for $38.50 US, including an extra link. This was my 40th birthday present from my wife. Beautiful, beautiful. That's a nice present. I spied this diver while shopping for the Moonwatch and I almost purchased it instead. I loved the blue dial and the bracelet was incredibly comfortable. Yes, sir. I work in a regulated industry, so I write the date 50 times a day, so I appreciate the date complication. Yes, fair enough. I really like that it blends in so well with the dial. I think the coaxial movement is cool, and this watch is terribly understated. I wanted it bad, but I knew it wasn't as versatile as the Moon watch, and at the time I had no plans of owning this many watches so quickly. My wife remembered how much I liked it, and a few months later offered to buy it as my birthday present. I went to the dealer, chose it, negotiated the price, and she pulled out her card to pay for it. What a beautiful idea. We have a joint account that we both contribute to that pays all of our housing, car, food, etc. We also keep a personal account of fun money so that we can make purchases without consulting each other. Watching her pull out her personal card and pay for this watch was the best feeling she ever gave me, at least the best feeling ever with pants on. Then she took the box from the dealer and made me wait 6 weeks until my actual birthday to wear the fucking watch. Yes, yes, yes. That was today. So I celebrated by wearing it all day and snapping a photo of our 4 pieces together to get a paid review. Speaking of the photo, I know it sucks, but I'm no photographer. These aren't rare pieces, so anyone watching your vids know what they look like. No, that's not true. They are special. Don't say that. All watches are cool, man. You got some beautiful pieces. Don't put yourself... It's like me saying, you know, my Pateks, they're just minor references. They're important. That's all that matters. They're important to you. That's it for now, Arch. My decent four-piece meal deal. In the future, I may add a dress watch, but I'm not sure. I only wear a suit 5 or 6 times a year, and the Moon watch gets the watch done on those days. I've mostly driven to own one because I feel a connection is incomplete without a dress watch. Maybe I'll pick up a Reverso because aside from being iconic, I can dress it down or for more frequent wear. I also love the look of the JLC Master Control date, or maybe a Rolex OP39, Oyster Perpetual 39 with white dial. While not a true watch, I think a true dress watch, I think it's beautiful, and I hear every man needs a Rolex. We'll see what the future will hold. I'm in no hurry because I bought plenty of watches recently. Thanks for taking the time to read this long email, and can't wait to hear your opinion. Regards, Brian. Now, Brian. Let me tell you something. You are living the Americana dream. American dream. I gotta tell you, man, what a fucking great life. You've got investments. You've got a good job. You've got a wonderful wife. Kind, wonderful wife. I'm really touched. This is the American dream. And no kids. Well, you know, look, you got to decide. I got to be honest with you. They say most marriages dissolve because of money problems. No, it's because of kids. That's I love my kids, but I can understand not having them. And I got to be honest with you. It's pretty. You got a great life, man. You're doing well. What do I think? I think I love it. I love the story. The Oris Aquis, yes, I can see it. That's a great watch. The Omega Moon watch, that is a fantastic watch. Now, interestingly enough, reading your thing, you're saying it's not a dress watch. Let me tell you, the game has changed. It's no longer 1996. Any analog, when I say analog, I mean hour and minute hands, not digital LED, is a dress watch. Okay, even a Rolex diver, James Bond wore it with a suit. That's a dress watch. Everyone uses their iPhone. Any wristwatch is a dress watch. And you know something? I don't give a fuck if you have a Patek or you have a Lange or a Rolex. I wear my watches with whatever I want. Dress watch with, look, I'm making this video here. What do you think I'm wearing pants-wise? What do you honestly think I am wearing? I'm wearing shorts. I'm wearing stubbies, man. These were purchased from Big W. Big W. I got them from Big W. That's right, man. These wankers who's snooty, who thinks their shit doesn't stink. That's not the way I live my life, sunshine. I think all of these can be dress watches. I got to tell you, the Oris is a great start. The Omega Moon Watch, beautiful. Love that watch. Then you got the Tudor Pepsi. Tudor Pepsi, man, that is a classic. Then you got an Omega Seamaster. I got to tell you, seriously, 2 watches you need to add. I would say, seriously, JLC, my honest advice to you, get a Rolex. Get a Rolex first. Get the dress watch for your 60th when you start going on cruises. Okay? You need to get a Rolex. What would I get? I'd get a Rolex Explorer 1. Steel Sports Rolex. Steel Sports. Nothing wrong with the Oyster Perpetual, but I'd probably go 39mm Explorer 1. It's the least, doesn't look like a Rolex. If you want to go for a sports watch, I would possibly say, you know what, at your age, your wealth, don't worry about what other people say. You do what you don't worry about other losers, okay? You work fucking hard. You put the hard yards in. You've served your country. You wear Rolex proudly. So that's my advice to you. So I would say to you, seriously, I reckon an Explorer 1 39mm would be great. Maybe a Milgauss. Milgauss. I reckon a Milgauss would be cool. But there is one watch you do need to get. That's a watch for your wife. You need to get her one. And what you got to get her is simple. Yes, you maybe for yourself, you got hang-ups on Rolex, but you get your wife a steel Rolex. Get her a steel Rolex, okay? I would get her. A lot of ladies like the bigger, the mid-size. I reckon a beautiful. Get her a no date. Women don't like adjusting them, and they no date. Oyster Perpetual, steel, oyster bracelet, smooth bezel. Get her. She is a keeper. She's a lovely woman. She's bought you stuff. Man, get her a beautiful Rolex. The lady in the house wears the Rolex. That's what I would do. Get her a Rolex. As for you, get yourself a Rolex Explorer 1. Man, I am this email here breaks my heart. You are living the American dream. You have done well. You have saved. You put money into retirement. You got investment properties. Man, you are living the dream. And this is the whole thing. This coronavirus is a disaster. But man, just have some faith. The American economy is going to bounce back. The world is going to, idiots who think it's the end. Man, wake up. This China-created flu is not going to kill everyone. Okay? Yes, there's going to be deaths. Yes, I concede that. But things will get back to normal for most people. So, guys, have the faith. What a beautiful, I love this review here. I mean, he's a nice middle-class American. This is what makes me proud to be an American. I gotta tell you, man, 100%, reading a letter like this is what watch collect. It's not some asshole with 20 Rolexes and, you know, APs and, yeah, man, they're driving the Bentley. I mean, that's just wankers. They are wankers. This here is a salt of the earth guy. He's got, this is serious, this is a proper millionaire. Proper millionaire. See, this is what they do. Lovely, lovely wife, lovely watches. Just buy her one, please. Please get her one and get yourself a Rolex Explorer 1. I'm Paul Pluta. Guys, like, subscribe, tell your friends. Remember to click the bell to get updates. Otherwise, you don't get the updates. And remember, ArchieLuxury cannot survive on paid reviews. Can't survive on Googles. The Googles is going down the shitter. Guys, paid reviews. Paid reviews. I would really, now is a good time to press the button. Paid reviews, $50 US paid review. I'll review your collection. I'll give you my opinion. I'll tell you what I think. And guys, I will give you recommendations. Okay, until next time. Ciao, buckaroonies. In the world of coronavirus, take a look, guys. Cockroaches eating some lollies. Look at this, guys. This is the way to do it. Look. Minties or fantails? Which ones are you? Which ones are you, guys? Minties or fantails? Which one do you like, guys? You tell me. Hi guys, ArchieLuxury, and who do I recommend in America? In America, who do I recommend for quality pre-owned wristwatches? David SW, David SW, David SW. Go to davidsw.com. He is the best, the greatest pre-owned dealer in all of the United States of America. David SW, David SW, David SW.
Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, once again, Mark Goldberg for ArchieLuxury AC3, the Pontiff, Satan Deville. I want to sincerely thank you for having sat through this video because I know it was awful, but you know what? You do it for the greater good of humanity. Thank you so much. Now, a couple of quick pieces of homework. Now that you've watched this video, I would like you to hit thumbs up. If you must, hit thumbs down, but if you'd hit thumbs up, I would especially appreciate it. Go ahead and leave a really nasty comment and tell him how awful this content was, but most importantly of all, the entire reason that I am linking up with ArchieLuxury in the first place. I am a published author. Let Dogs Be Dogs, available in bookstores, Amazon, and electronically somewhere near you. Remember, ArchieLuxury, he's not just a figment of your imagination.